All right, first and foremost, give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who is worthy to be counted for double honors. Peace and salutations to you brothers out there pushing the truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and full of the gospel. It's your brother Gabaria from the Indiana camp, coming again with another sit down. So basically, I'm pretty sure most of you brothers have seen the madness that the ISUPK Captain Tazariak had just spewed out of his mouth about speaking about I'm trying not to say exactly so they don't take the video down, but the Revelations 13 and 13 speaking about the beast. All right, so I'm pretty sure you brothers seen the video that this guy, this is by the way, this is Elder Kazak from Mississippi. He had uploaded this. Apostle Tahar and Apostle Ramlab just did a video about it. And Apostle Rakah. Apostle Rakah was in the video with Apostle Ramlab and the Elder Damashpat and the brothers from Iowa. I just got done watching their video about it, but yeah, man. So basically, it just goes into, man, these guys, man. It's really separating the boys from the men. All right, the men. We're really, to be honest, separating the men from the Lord from the false prophet. All right, Captain Cesaria going around saying that the mark that mark is talking about is not a physical chip, and the reason why it's not a physical chip is because Esau can control niggas without a mark. So what does he need the mark for? Well, first of all, we never said that Esau needs to control. All right, we never said Esau needed to control Jake. All right, which once he puts it into you, he already, because right now Esau already got control over Jake. Esau already got, so we never said that the mark was so he can get it to control Jake. No, we never said that. All right, even though if you do get it, Esau's controlling you even more, because he can shut off your bank account, shut off your information, completely alienate you from society, so he can make you do certain things, that you probably don't want to do. But, if you say, oh, no, I ain't going to do that, then guess what? You can shut your mark off and boom, it's going to be bound for you to do it. But anyways, that's not the main focus. The main focus of receiving that mark is basically prophecy. All right. As it said, he said, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark in their right hand and their foreheads, that no man should be able to buy or sell. That's the biggest thing. All right. Now, the mark that he was talking about being a spiritual. Now, if you watch this video, he goes into saying that the mark is basically spiritually on your mind. And then when it talks about hands, it's talking about your physical actions. So he goes into saying, oh, if you go to the war, killing. He talks about killing. Killing is basically wrong in both eyes. If once black on black crime is killing, nobody bats an eye at it. But when you go to the army, they tell you to kill, America's enemies, which they be like, wait a minute, I thought killing was wrong. But he said if you're endowed with a mark, you'll understand what they're coming from. You'll understand. If you go to the military, you'll understand why you're doing all the killing. Oh, I'm killing to protect my country. I'm killing for this. I'm killing for that. And your hands are performing the act. So that's basically what it's talking about, which is complete and utter madness, man. It's complete. This shows you, man, the importance of words. It shows you the importance of words, because if it is a spiritual thing, if it is a spiritual mark upon your forehead and your hands commits to action, so that means he's saying that once upon a time we had the mark. That's basically what you're saying. That's basically saying everybody that knows they're Israel right now, once upon a time had the mark. All right. If you wasn't born in this truth and was already doing it, then you had the mark. Because I'm pretty sure when you was in society, you operated in America, doing the things that Americans did, thinking that you was a proud, whatever you thought, however your mindset thought, and your hands was working it, that's you having a mark, according to these people. Which is completely madness, man, because the mark that's talking about in Revelation 13 chapter is a physical thing. Matter of fact, if you look up the word mark, it goes into the Greek word charagma, which means the thing that you insert. All right. So that's actually physical. All right, it's talking about a physical thing. So I'm not even gonna say the word CHIP. I'm gonna let y'all brains wander for a minute. So we're talking about a physical thing that you have to insert into your hand or your forehead. Now, if you go into the next scripture, I think chapter 14, it talks about hands. All right, so you can get that mark put anywhere in your body, in your shoulder, your forehead, your fingertip, whatever. If you get that mark implanted into you, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. All right. Now, if what he was talking about, if that really is the mark, then if you ask him, hey, do you have the mark? He would tell you no. He would say he doesn't have the mark. Then I would compel him to say, okay, well, can you go to the store and buy you a bag of chips? Can you go to the grocery store and buy you some? Because I'm pretty sure he's not killing, he not making everything, he not growing everything. He doesn't have animal livestock, killing animals to get his food. I'm pretty sure he goes to the grocery store and he buys certain things. I'm pretty sure he goes on eBay or Amazon and sells certain things, or sells certain things to his friends or whatever. My point I'm making is he's still able to buy and sell, and he would claim that he doesn't have the mark. That's not possible. According to the scriptures, that's not going to be possible. That's not possible. Let me fact. Revelation 13 in verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark. Right, man. So if you ask Captain Cesariak, does he have the mark? He will most likely he would tell you no. I'm pretty sure he would tell you no, because he won't tell you, yeah, I got the mark. You know, he would tell you no, he doesn't have the mark. Then I would compel him to say, okay, well, can't you go to the store and buy you something? Can't you go? Can't you sell me your car? Can't you sell me your garment, Captain Cesare? Can't I give you wages and you give me your garment and you sold something? Can't you do that? And if he answers yes to that, then guess what? That's not the mark, my man. That's not the mark. That can't be the mark, because that's contradicting what the scripture says. Let me read it over. It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So, okay. So he calls all these people to receive a mark. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell. See, so guess what? You're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have that mark. So if you're buying and selling in that day, then guess what? You've received the mark. Right now, people can still buy and sell without the mark. So that shows you that can't be the mark. I mean, it's almost rudimentary at this point, man. It's like, are we even? I feel like I'm talking to the children, man, because it's not. Well, I ain't gonna say it's not that hard to understand, but because it's just blind to some people. But man, I mean, for you to say it's a spiritual thing where it's the way your thinking is, and then if you out there actually doing things with your hands, that's what the hands is representing. Like, bro, where are you getting this information from, man? Where are you getting it from? And the elders and the apostles commend you on your knowledge. They all say you're capable of doing the research and knowledge to understand that what you're teaching is off. But like Apostle Ramla said, man, the thing is, you understand. You probably really understand that it's off. But what your leader, General Yohana, said something, so you're just trying to follow in line with him, so it doesn't seem y'all contradiction one another. So it doesn't seem like y'all got any y'all on one page, so to speak. See, Apostle Taha, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakan, Apostle Ramlop, they don't have to do that. If Apostle Taha say something, Apostle Taha ain't gonna be calling Apostle Gabar like, yeah, Apostle Gabar, I said this. Make sure you said the same thing. And Apostle Gabar ain't gonna call Apostle Rakan, Apostle Ramlop saying, yeah, hey, we going with this. All right, no, they don't have to do that, man. Each single one of them men understand the scriptures to its entirety. So guess what? If Apostle Ha say something, Apostle Ba gonna say something to back him up. Not say something to not say something that it just seems like they're going all one way. No. Apostle Ha's gonna say something, it's gonna get backed up by scripture. Then Apostle Rambob is gonna come in, back up by scripture. Apostle Kai, back up by scripture. Apostle Kabar, coming back up with scripture. They don't have to go behind one another and make sure that they all saying the same thing. Because guess what? We all saying the same thing through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's what these men are displaying. That's exactly what these men are displaying. Apostle Ramlab coined it, man. He said, you're really just saying this so you can keep in line with your leaders. I'm pretty sure you really don't believe that. Come on, man. Because it don't make sense. It honestly doesn't make sense. You saying that it's a spiritual mark that you put on your forehead and your hands is a representation of the work that you do. That doesn't make sense because guess what? You can still buy and sell even if a person that with that mark, how can he even go to the store and say, hey, listen, I believe in America dream. I do my hands has committed to the work that America's been pushing forward. I need to buy me a loaf of bread. By these words, I'm telling you, can that give me some loaf of bread? That doesn't even make any sense. How can you would you going to go to the store clerk and tell them, hey, I believe in America. Can I buy some bread with that? You know, they're going to look at you crazy. Especially as carnal man as Esau. That's another thing, man. Esau is a carnal man, so wouldn't you think that he wants a carnal mark? He's not spiritual. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is spiritual, all right? That's why Yahweh Shem Yahshua mark is spiritual, all right? The mark of exemption from judgment, that's a spiritual mark because Yahweh himself is spiritual, all right? But Esau, we're talking about a carnal man, man. We're talking about a carnal individual. So, of course, he's going to have a carnal mark, something that you have to actually physically get put into yourself because this man is not a spiritual. Matter of fact, the scriptures say the spirit that is within him is not upright. You know? So this man ain't gonna have no spiritual, oh yeah, all you gotta do is say that you believe in America and that's it. No, that don't seem, no, hell no. That don't even sound like something Esau would do. Esau will want you to do something physically, like get a jab, get something inserted in you so you physically can see it, you know? But that's my 2 cents, man. I mean, it was more like a rant, you know, than an actual. It's funny because I seen Apostle Ty. He goes into the scripture the past couple of days. He'll put Tahar's rant, you know, just in it. But Lord, well, I hope this video was edifying, man. Until the next time, Shalom.